There are over 10 pages worth of perks now in Dead by Daylight, which makes it insanely hard what perks you should get and also use in the game. Well, in this video, we're going to be showcasing the top 10 perks currently in Dead by Daylight based on the community's pick rate. I'll also showcase some builds that you guys could use with these perks on the list. Starting off at number 10 is Unbreakable. This is a build teachable that allows you to recover 35% faster while in the dying state, and you can pick yourself up once per trial. This is actually a game-changing perk, especially in such a slug-heavy meta. As for the build, I made something that punishes people for slugging you as much as possible. The perks are Unbreakable, Flip-Flop, Power Struggle, and Boil Over. Flip-Flop makes half of your recovery turn into Wiggle Progress. Power Struggle lets you stun a killer when they walk over a pallet while they're carrying you. And Boil Over just makes you more wiggly when they're carrying you. And if they drop from a high height, 33% of your current Wiggle Progress is increased. This is a Dwight teachable, and it allows you to see all survivors within 32 meters of you. This allows you to make a ton of different plays, like doing gens together, healing, knowing where chase is taking place, and getting a flashlight save, and really just more. I made an aura reading build to work with bonds, so I brought Bond, Open-Handed, Alert, and Kindred. Open-Handed extends the aura reading capability by an extra 16 meters. Kindred activates when you're hooked, showing the killer when they are within 16 meters of you. But since you're going to have open-handed, this actually will be increased and will be a total of 32 meters. And finally, Alert. This just allows you to see the killer anytime they break pallets, breakable walls, or kick gens for 5 seconds. Number 8 is Dead Hard. This is a David King teachable and activates once you are unhooked. Afterwards, you can activate this perk yourself, and it gives you 0.5 seconds of endurance. Endurance makes it where really nothing can down you during those 0.5 seconds, unless you're already in the mending state, then endurance does nothing. The build I recommend is an anti-tunnel build by bringing the perks Dead Hard, Decisive Strike, Made for This, and Hope. Decisive Strike also activates once you're unhooked for 60 seconds, but it disappears once you heal or do any type of objective. Made for This gives you an extra 3% haste while in the mending state, which obviously combos perfectly with Dead Hard. It also gives you 10 seconds of endurance after healing a survivor. And Hope allows you to gain 7% haste once all gens are completed. This is a Meg teachable, and this activates once you enter a sprint. It then causes you to move 150% faster for 3 seconds. And afterwards, you are exhausted for 40 seconds. The build I'm going to be using is Sprint Burst, Fixated, Vigil, and Blood Rush. Fixated makes you walk 20% faster. This makes it where you're able to recover your sprint burst back mid-chase, but also allows you to play off pallets and windows better. Vigil makes it where your exhaustion perk comes back 30% faster, and if you can get other people to bring it with you, it does stack. And Blood Rush activates once you're unhooked. Afterwards, you can instantly make your exhaustion go away, and you can just sprint burst twice. Number 6 is Iron Will. This is a Jake Park teachable, and this perk activates once you are injured. It then makes all grunts of pain completely silent unless you're exhausted, then this perk deactivates. A good build to run with Iron Will, in my opinion, is a flashlight save build, so I'm bringing Iron Will, Quick and Quiet, Fixated, and Background Player. Quick and Quiet makes it where your volts are completely silent, but it does go on a 30-second cooldown afterwards. Fixated makes you walk 20% faster, which again we're going to be using to not be exhausted. And Background Player activates once a killer picks up another survivor, allowing you to run 150% faster for 5 seconds. Since you'll be quiet from Iron Will, you'll be able to get super close even when injured, and Background Player will allow you to get that perfect positioning for a save. Number 5 is Adrenaline. This is another Meg teachable, and this perk activates at the end of the game, giving you 1 extra health state and allowing you to run 150% faster for 3 seconds. I just made a complete endgame build with this combo, so I brought Adrenaline, Hope, Wake Up, and No One Left Behind. Hope allows you to move 7% faster once all gens are completed. Wake Up allows you to see the aura of exit gates and open them 25% faster. And No One Left Behind makes it where you can see the auras of all survivors, you heal them, and unhook them 50% faster. And the survivors you unhook also get an extra 7% haste. Number 4 is Resilience. This is a free perk that everyone has at the start of the game in their blood webs. This perk activates when you're injured, giving you an extra 9% speed to literally every action in the game, including like vaulting, healing, doing gens, sabbling, literally everything. For the build, I'm bringing Resilience, Fixated, Any Means, and Finesse. Basically, this just makes your vaults a lot more consistent whether you're healthy or injured. Fixated allows you to walk 20% faster, and in this case, we're going to be using it because it allows you to walk and go into a full sprint 20% faster, giving you a lot more easy fast vaults. Finesse allows you to vault 20% faster while healthy and goes on a 30-second cooldown. And Any Means just allows you to pick up any down pallets around the map. Number 3 is Deja Vu. This is another free perk anyone can get in the blood web at the start of the game. This perk shows you immediately the 3 gens that are closest to each other, and you get a 6% repair speed bonus when doing those gens. I recommend when using this perk, a lot of the time I bring like a full gen rush build, so I'll be bringing Deja Vu, Hyperfocus, Stakeout, and Blast Mine. Hyperfocus is confusing to explain because it's a token based perk, but I'll try my best. When you get a great skill check, you get 1 token and you can gain up to 6 tokens max. To get a token, you need to hit a great skill check, and for every great skill check check you do hit, you get a 30% buff to the skill checks like progression. The cost is each time you hit it, although greats become like more and more rewarding, it also becomes harder and harder to hit because the skill checks go faster and faster. Stakeout is another token based perk, but this one's pretty simple. You just gain tokens by being in the killer's terror radius. Tokens are consumed when you hit a good skill check and it just turns them to greats. And Blast Mine lets you place a trap on a gen after doing 40% total gen progress. When a killer then walks up to kick the gen, the trap will activate, blinding and stunning them for 3 seconds. Number 2 is Lithe. This is a Feng Min teachable and activates once you do a rush volt at a window, causing you to move 150% faster for 3 seconds. The build I brought is Lithe, Finesse, Quick and Quiet, and Dance with Me. Finesse lets you volt 20% faster, but only while healthy, and once used goes on a 30-second cooldown. Quick and Quiet causes your next volt to be completely silent, but then goes on a 30-second cooldown. And Dance with Me activates when you vault the window, your scratch marks are completely hidden for 3 seconds, and goes on a 20-second cooldown. And as for the best perk in the game for now more than a whole year, Windows of Opportunity. This is a Kate teachable and shows all windows, pallets, breakable doors within 32 meters of you. This will always make you loop at your best because you'll never be in a dead zone and you'll always know what's around you to use and you can plan ahead. The perks I brought are Windows, Finesse, Lithe, and Resilience. Finesse, again, lets you vault 20% faster, but only while healthy, and then goes on a 30-second cooldown. Lithe allows you to run 150% normal speed after doing a rushed volt, and Resilience makes you do every action in the game 9% faster while injured. That's going to do it for this video. Feel free to let me know what perks you guys would have put in the top 10, and if you made it this far, consider subscribing. It would help me a ton. Thanks for watching.